I literally was so shy. It was embarrassing. And on my first dance, the customer had to tell me what to do. That's how scared I was. I was rushing through it. I like tripped over my knickers, sweating. And he's like, slow down. It's more sexy. And I was like, I'm sorry, you're my first dance.
What's your most cringiest customer you've ever had?
Cringe. The ones that talk about how much money they have and don't spend it.
Have you ever danced for anyone famous? I feel like you have.
Well, I didn't know who they were until after.
Go on, tell us. Was it like speaking to someone who's doing gazillion miles an hour?
Yeah, it was like being spoken to. He's hot though.
Yeah, steroids will do that to you.
Yeah, didn't know who he was at the time.
But did he like select you or did everyone dance for him?
He kind of was flogged.
Flogged?
As in everyone just rushed towards him.
Okay.
And I just thought, oh, it's someone important, so let me join.
In the club, what gives you bombastic side eye?
People that do not follow stripper etiquette. Stripper etiquette is very important to me. I really care about stripper etiquette.
Explain what it is to the audience.
I loved all things taboo at 10 because I was a church girl. But I was a massive Kate Price fan growing up when I was 10.
What, when she was with like Peter and
Yes, I had biographies and autobiographies and magazines. I used to hide them under my... This is probably why I was a stripper. I've danced for a guy and he's come in his pants before. in the summer and it came out his shorts. I had a guy piss himself and shit himself. Yeah. If there's any men listening, which there will be consistent. That's how you get good, consistent sex. Happy wife, happy life. It's not just a saying.
Hello, and welcome back to Sexonomics. Today we are having a girly chat with a gal pal of mine. Her name is Serena, like in Gossip Girl. And do you know about Gossip Girl?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
That's where I got my name from.
XOXO, Gossip Girl. And basically we're just going to sit down and have a galley chat. Serena has been dancing for over 7 years and she knows the game very well.
Very well, too well.
So without further ado, introduce Serena.
Well, firstly, Heidi, thank you for having me. I'm very excited for this episode. I feel like we'll be having a lot of fun.
Okay.
So my name is Serena.
Mm-hmm.
I am Black British and I've been dancing in London for 7 years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
When's your stripper anniversary? What month?
June, because I auditioned the week I turned 18.
Wow. So where did you start in London?
I started at Secrets.
Okay.
I started at Secrets Houston when I was 18. I was there for about 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved on to a club I was very loyal to.
Loyal.
In Shoreditch.
And with your dancing, you're someone who knows most of the clubs quite well and you guide yourself and navigate yourself around. But because you've been doing it for so long, I think what we've spoken about, why I kind of gravitate towards you, is that you don't do it for Chanel handbags. You do it for money to put into things and save and stuff, which I think is really smart. And I think sometimes with stripping, that's where a lot of misconceptions go, that we're all airheads and we all just do it for Louis purses. And
it's just about what drives you, really. For me, we were talking about the bigger picture, weren't we?
Yeah.
So there's always been a bigger picture. There's always something I'm striving for, but it is good to have a balance. I do like to treat myself sometimes.
Definitely. Buy your own Louis purse. But no, that's why we bonded. But how did we connect in the club? I can't remember.
We kind of I think we spoke in a changing room when we were similar ages.
Yeah.
And we just clicked from then onwards.
You're 24, right?
I'm 25 now.
Okay. Well,
I'm on the other side of
too.
my 20s.
No. Stop.
We're getting there.
No. So you work at the current club I work at now. And you've just joined a new club, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm still trialing it out.
Okay. How's it going? What's happening?
Well, it's good actually. I like that it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite a laid-back worker, as you know.
Yeah.
It is a very laid-back club. I feel very comfortable. So I'm enjoying it at the moment, but I don't like to be too complimentary because I'm new.
What's the type of club? Is it a big one, little one?
No, it's...
strip pub?
It's a strip pub.
Okay.
Confined, not too many girls, which if you're a stripper, you know, if there's too many girls there, it's not the place you really want to be. because you want all the attention for yourself.
Literally.
But yeah.
Not enough space to be a hoe.
Yeah, exactly. I need all the attention, honey.
Oh, and do you get on well with what you can tell with the girls?
I get on well with the girls, and I've been doing it a long time, so I find that every club I go to, I know someone there anyways.
Have you ever told your parents that you're a stripper?
Actually, they found out.
How did they find out? What, like?
My dad followed me to work.
No.
And honestly, I couldn't make this up. It sounds made up. But my dad used to do this to me as a child. So even at school, I would bunk school and I'd have low attendance, and then he would follow me and catch me at a boy's house. So he started to be, suspicious of my lifestyle, because I'd come home with loads of cash and I'd always be coming home drunk. And, I was young, 18.
What did you tell him that you did?
I said I worked for an events company and I was handing out shots and I was coming home drunk, when really I was shaking that ass and getting some coins.
So your family are religious, right?
Yeah. So I grew up in a Pentecostal Christian home, which is it's on the strict
Lord.
It's the extreme side. And my mother is the head of the choir, so she sings like the lead roles. So I've never missed a Sunday my whole childhood. Was very involved in church and in Easter and Christmas and all the shows. And yeah, it's a big
contrast.
It's a big contrast. And it was a big shock for them.
Your dad follows you to work, and obviously I'm going to assume he tells your mum as well. So what did they say? What's the reaction?
Well, firstly, they didn't come to me. They went to my elder sister. Who didn't tell me, which actually pissed me off. I was like, why wouldn't you tell me that this happened? She kept it from me for about 6 months. But me and my dad had a lot of problems at home. And I just thought, what is this guy's problem? Like, obviously he had it in his heart.
Yeah.
And he was really upset about it, but he just didn't know the right way to bring it up to me. And also he thought I was doing extras. He didn't really understand that there's boundaries.
And you can say,
You can say no, and there's rules and regulations in these places
to protect the women.
Yeah. And he was looking at it more of from an African man stance and how it is back home.
What's your? I don't know how to get. I might get cancelled for saying the wrong. What's your blend?
So my ethnicity is I'm fully Angolan, but born in Brazil. I came here when I was 1.5.
Ay, papi. I have experience with the Naja boys.
Oh, the naughty Nigers.
They love a thick woman in the strip club.
Yeah, they do.
When you see one walk through the door, you go, nice.
Yeah, honey, let's get involved. They're a good time, I feel like, but they're hard work to get.
They're very proud man.
Yeah.
Very proud man.
Yeah.
Not generalising, but they like to feel, from my experience,
in control.
Every decision is their own decision.
Yeah.
What's your bread and butter in the
middle-aged white man, usually married.
Okay.
Grown children.
Not growing children.
No, grown.
Okay.
18 plus. Okay. Bored, need some fun.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis. That's perfect for me.
He wears the glasses that don't actually have a prescription in, but he adds them for personality.
Yeah, low confidence.
Okay, kind of a bit
needy.
Meaty and needy. That's your bread and butter. I always find that I always do well with that similar, but there's also people I don't get on well with, but I've never seen you not get on well with a customer.
Americans do not like me.
Why don't they like you?
I don't know.
Honey,
I don't make money off Americans.
Everyone makes money off Americans.
I don't. My bread and butter is a middle-aged British man or the Eastern European.
Italians like you, no?
They fetishize me, but they're cheap.
Okay.
But Russians love me.
Russians
love me.
How does that feel when it's obvious that a customer is fetishizing you? Because people at home, especially white dancers, they're not going to get it.
When I was younger, it would piss me off because I was just very sensitive. As I've gotten older, I've understood that, look at the bigger picture, like we said before. If I can make my money from it, I just have to, brush it under the rug and move on with it. I kind of just let it go over my head. I don't feel anything towards it, but it can be annoying.
Okay.
It is just pointing out that I'm different constantly when you are is just it's uncomfortable.
So I'd imagine we have baby strippers or people who are looking to get into stripping or dancing. If you could go back to baby Serena who started dancing, what would you tell that type of girl who's just started and come across that attention?
I would tell her to be bold. I would tell her to be bold because that's still something I struggle with now. I like to be comfortable and then I can be bold, where you should just captivate the room as soon as you step in. I'm quite a shy person.
Yeah.
I'm the type of dancer that actually, I don't know how it happens, but I always catch the eye of someone instead of being bold, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But I'll tell her to be bold.
You'll do the thing where you'll like cover your hand with your face and be like, I'm shy, but
Yeah.
you're not shy.
I can be shy, but I'm working on it. Still something I'm working on 7 years later, girls, so don't worry if you're a shy stripper.
With like those kinds of things as well, you can speak to management sometimes when it's too uncomfortable,
Yeah.
from my understanding. But would you say that's common in the London strip club scene, or?
No, I don't think you can talk to them about these type of issues because usually management are not like you, so they just don't understand.
Unless they're black?
Well, there's never black management. There is never black management at these clubs.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've never experienced black management, but I can talk to the girls.
Yeah.
Which is one good thing about stripping is if you're at a good club, you can really find sisterhood, which is one of my big takes.
Yeah.
Which I really love. I've got long time friends
From dancing. I think that's something that maybe if anyone was going to start a strip club, and obviously you're in a place where there's so many different cultures, colours and creeds, it's not about saying we're going to have one Asian, one black, one white. Having people in management that you feel like you can come to with your problems.
Yeah.
I think that's important because so often, like, I know girls who they feel if they complain they're going to get fired.
Yeah, it puts a target on your back, definitely. I have complained in the past twice.
When it's something...
Yeah, when it was something serious and it's like I shot myself in the foot.
Literally. Because they don't want to deal with problems.
Yeah, they don't. And to get rid of one person is easier than dealing with an issue. Everyone's replaceable in a strip club.
Yeah, there's always someone ready for your job.
Yeah.
What's your most cringest customer you've ever had?
Cringe. The ones that talk about how much money they have and don't spend it.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah.
Boy done good.
Yeah. I have icks.
Oh, no, I have a question about it. What is your biggest, pettiest ick in the club?
People that come in with labels. Drips down in labels head to toe. I don't like that. I don't like when I approach a customer and he says no before I open my mouth.
Rude.
Or someone that doesn't offer me a drink or says no to my drink.
Fucking rude.
'Cause I always offer myself a drink.
Yeah.
You just have to accept the offer.
That's reverse psychology.
Yeah. I always do that. I'm like, can I be cheeky?
You're pernicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I try.
Wow. What do you think your biggest ick is? Not that you have one.
Like the
but
reverse.
yeah.
I think I could be an airhead sometimes.
You do have something inside there, though. I know you do.
I do, but sometimes I just like get things a bit slow.
Okay.
But some people find it endearing.
Okay. Well,
which is why I've never fixed it.
At least you finessed it into something that works for you.
Yeah, I think that can be an ick.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm perfect. I'm joking.
What about like an ick in boys and dating?
I'd have to think about that. I have to think about what my current man complains about.
I think I know what your current ick is.
Go on, tell me.
With your current guy.
Oh, I've got many.
So Serena's dating a guy you kind of are dating a guy at the moment.
Yeah.
And it was going well.
Yeah.
And then he just laid the biggest ick on a platter for her.
Well, let me share with you guys. So what had happened was, I need to give some backstory. We had been dating for about 10 months now, and he currently has a child.
Didn't stipulate this.
Yeah, he didn't stipulate this. And this is a 7-month-old, which means it was born whilst dating me. I only found this out about a month ago, right? Only about a month. So it's still fresh, guys. But yeah, that's completely turned me off, and I'm single. He's in a relationship. After that news, it's completely turned me off because I was quite infatuated by this guy, but it was like my bubble was burst. I don't like liars.
No. Because you deal with so many liars every night, you don't want like a liar
Yeah.
when in your personal life. What was the thing that drew you into him?
We had a lot of similarities. I like when I meet people like myself
Yes.
because it's like finding home.
Oh, Serena.
You know, I like guys that mirror myself.
I feel like I'm healed by what you just said.
You know, wisdom.
But you like people who have the similar, similar
I
stuff
like
as
being
you.
able to relate to you when I talk to you.
Have you ever danced for anyone famous? I feel like you have.
Well, I didn't know who they were until after.
Go on, tell us.
I've danced for Russell Brand.
What?
I've danced for Juicy J.
No. Juicy J. Okay, we'll go into Juicy J. Russell Brand.
Yeah, when
he
18.
was like a coke addict.
Was he a coke addict 7 years ago? Yeah.
I think he was married to Katy Perry 7 years ago, so no.
Oh, he wasn't clean then.
Oh, he was still doing some old
Yeah, he was.
lines. He just came into which club?
Euston.
Oh, the Euston-based club.
Yeah.
And
He had, I think, his friend and management.
yeah.
I think he just had a business meeting.
Yeah.
And he came in. He wasn't drunk, but he was drunk by the end of the night. And I think he danced with every girl.
Every girl.
I think he danced with every girl.
At least he was like sharing the love.
Exactly. He was a good time. He's very funny. He's very smart, actually.
He's very extremely smart. I
Yeah.
listen to a lot of his podcasts.
Yeah, I really like him. I listened to his podcast recently. I think it was with Piers Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah, I listened to that.
I feel because his mind goes so quickly and he's so analytical that even if he was to do a few lines, he must be going
Yeah.
gazillion miles an hour.
Yeah.
Was it like speaking to someone who's going gazillion miles an hour?
Yeah, it was like being spoken to, not a conversation, really.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we love you, Russell.
Yeah, we do. We do love you. You're great.
But we all know when we're intoxicated, it doesn't show our best characteristics.
Exactly. No, but I did enjoy him. I also danced for Arya from Game of Thrones.
Who the fuck is Arya?
The girl with many faces.
What? That's
Do
ambiguous.
you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh my gosh, she's like
Is she
everyone's
hot?
favourite. I mean, she's a child on the show, so I want to say no, even though she's
Why
an
was
adult.
she in the strip club?
No, but in real life she's an adult. But I look at her like a child.
Is she into the women?
No, she
No.
just came for a good time, which I love.
Not a long time.
Good time, not a long time. Keep it short and cheerful.
And GCJ?
Yeah, and Juicy J, who I didn't know who he was at the time.
But did he like select you or did everyone dance for him?
He kind of was flogged.
Flogged.
As in everyone just rushed towards him.
Okay.
And I just thought, oh, it's someone important, so let me join. And yeah, he had like one big dance with like 30 girls at
What?
once. He wasn't looking at anyone in particular.
What? So everyone got like what, 20 or 30?
Yeah, I think he did like 80 each,
80
which is
each.
nice.
This is not.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, Juicy.
But yeah, I probably have danced for many other people and just not known who they are.
Do you think Irishmen? Wait, why did he go? Oh no! Now I'm thinking about the famous person I danced for.
Oh,
Do you think?
pass.
No. There's a roster.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. I might save it for another podcast, but I can categorize it.
Yeah, go on.
So there's two categories:
Mm-hmm.
a handful of Made in Chelsea rejects and main cast Made in Chelsea. I still love you guys if I've categorized you in reject.
I mean, I've had a Towie. I don't know if I can count that.
Oh, go on. Who?
James Lott.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, girl.
No, he actually had quite a shit attitude.
What
I'm
was he
sorry.
like?
He didn't want to be there, to be honest.
James Locke was fucking giving you ag.
He was giving everyone ag.
What was that? I'm too good for this. I don't need to pay for this shit.
I think he stayed for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Had a few dances.
Did you have to like riz him?
No, he wasn't going to have the dance. The friends paid for it.
Did he enjoy it?
He didn't complain, but I don't think he wanted to be there.
Oh my gosh, James Locke from Towie.
He's hot though.
Yeah, steroids will do that to you.
Yeah.
My other category, I danced for one MMA fighter.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's not Conor McGregor. No, it's not. It's the other Irish person. But anyway, it was very nice. Everyone who I've danced for who has some kind of fame or whatever has not been an arsehole, you know. It's always the people who say they know famous people. Like there was a guy who I was listening into a conversation at where we used to work, and he used to go out with Sarah Harding out of Girls Aloud, and she passed away recently, unfortunately. And obviously these Brazilian girls don't really know who Sarah Harding is, and he kept on like trying to tell them how important he was because he was the last one to be with Sarah Harding. How these Brazilian girls do not care.
Yeah, they don't. They want that coin.
I want the coin for them. I want them to get their coin.
Yeah.
So then I can crack on and get my coin.
Yeah. But that's actually funny what you've said, because we are therapists, aren't we?
Naked therapists.
We are naked therapists.
I think we should start charging like an extra therapy fee.
I think so too. I think therapy and straight to VIP. Let's talk in comfort.
We don't always have bougie VIPs, but I do agree. So we've covered famous people. Who was your last DM? Apart from me.
My last DM.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see if it's juicy.
It's not juicy. I'm pretty sure I had drunk snaps a few days ago, so it's probably people telling me to delete what I posted.
No, you still use Snapchat?
No, on my I'm talking about Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Customers just complimenting me.
Are you quite big with your stripping socials?
No,
you're quite private, aren't you?
I am private, but I do let customers follow me.
Do you?
Yeah.
There you go. You've heard it first.
I do. Don't tell anyone. Shh.
No. What in life gives you bombastic side eye?
I am not prepared. I have bombastic side eye for pretty much everything. Bombastic.
Yeah. In the club, what gives you bombastic side eye?
People that do not follow stripper etiquette. Stripper etiquette is very important to me. I really care about stripper etiquette.
Explain what it is to the audience.
Well, it's just the understanding of, respecting people's time and how they work, not getting involved and forcing yourself into other conversations with customers, stealing and lying to, make money.
Yep.
And just being kind to one another.
So it's kind of treating others how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
So like an example of a violation of stripper etiquette would be what? Imagine you're going to come and violate me and I'm with a customer.
Just butt into your conversation and take control. I hate that. But I'm quite dismissive. Very quickly, I shut it down.
Yeah. That's a really good thing people might want to hear, how to negate that of people trying to cross your boundaries in terms of other girls approaching your customer. Sometimes it is a bit of a free-for-all and you can do what you want. But for me, I don't do it to other girls personally because I don't want them doing it to me.
Yeah.
So when they do it to me, I can say something.
Yeah. And you know what? It's always good to be nice to everyone at the club, because then when you're serious, they know you're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't walk in there all guns blazing being a bitch because you get a target on your back. But personally, I'm quite dismissive.
Because they have to know that a boundary's been crossed.
Yeah.
Or even air it in the changing room later in a not aggressive way. But
yeah. I don't really like to acknowledge it.
Yeah, you're like that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm nice to everyone. I'll say hi to everyone, but if you cross me, I will say, "Can you move?"
Why do you think you're like that? Why do you think you don't really run into chaos? You just kind of keep away from it.
I found that when you're nice to everyone, they help you out.
Okay.
So there'll be days where you need help, and there'll be days they'll need your help. So better to have them on your side than against you. That's number one. And secondly, I find that a lot of these clubs have Brazilian girls. I'm Angolan, we speak Portuguese. And, clubs are quite cliquey. So I just get on with the Latin girls. And the Latin girls get on with the Eastern Europeans, and it just makes me get on with everyone.
Do you think you have that from your home life, your personal life, of why you're not so confrontational with everything? Because stripper and confrontation go hand in hand.
Yeah, I'm not a confrontational person in general. I went for a phase where I was, and it was complete chaos for me. So my home life, I'm a middle child. So I actually was ignored my whole life, which is why I got away with doing whatever I wanted. At the time.
You're just the type to leave the group chat, aren't you?
Yeah, I am the type to leave the group chat.
Literally.
But yeah, I'm very laid back. It works in your favour at the strip club, guys.
I can't imagine you being psycho with a guy. Or
Oh
like
my gosh.
a bombastic side eye.
I just gave her the biggest bombastic side eye. The most bombastic side eye. I think that's why I'm so calm with the guy I'm seeing now. Because the guy before him, I was a complete raging psycho.
Really?
And I just thought I cannot embarrass myself. I bombastic side eye myself when I think about how psycho.
So what did this guy do and what punishment did you give him?
Okay, so this guy, you know when you're dating a guy that just doesn't cheat on you but does everything else?
If the punishment fits the crime, fair enough.
Well, you know, he would always say, well, I've never cheated on you, but he'd do everything else.
So you were going out with him.
Yeah.
And he would do what with other girls?
Well, he wouldn't do anything until we argued. And I'd say, I don't want to be with you. And then that same week he would have sex with someone. And it would always be someone I know. So he would come into the strip club whenever I wasn't working. And obviously I don't bring my man into the club. So I don't know it's my man. And he would sleep with dancers that I work with.
Really?
Whenever we would have a break. Which was twice. So he did that twice.
And just like emotional flirting with...
Yeah, emotional flirting.
Not really giving you that security.
No. But his excuse was always, I always date guys that provide for me. So he would be like, I do everything for you and I don't cheat on you. But I never fell for it.
But the thing is, I do not have compassion for these type of men. But the providing thing, I feel men are at incapacity because obviously, you know when we had the pill?
Yeah.
That changed things for women.
Yeah.
I've been reading around this a lot because obviously we had this pill that gave us the choice to have children later in life, pursue our careers, do what we need to do. And whilst that's happened, a lot of women, because they've gone into the workforce, they've adopted a lot of masculine qualities.
Yeah.
So they can like now provide for themselves and have a baby and have a career. Even in like university and education, women are by a landslide outperforming men.
Yeah.
So back in the day, all men would have to do would be to provide a paycheck and security, but that's not enough these days. So kind of when someone just says, oh, I provide for you, it's not the kindest thing women can do, but we just go, and what else?
Yeah.
And what else can you do?
I just think that is mandatory that a man provides for his woman.
So that's your definition.
It is mandatory.
I would say it's mandatory, but some women won't see it that way.
Yeah, personally for me it's mandatory, even before stripping, because when my parents were married, my mum didn't work and my dad provided.
What did your dad do? But this guy would just emotionally be an asshole and cheat and stuff. Did you have the terms defined already of what you were to each other?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very serious relationship. It was 4.5 years. We lived together.
Okay, well, that's quite defined to
Yeah,
me.
we lived together.
Oh.
But, I mean, I healed very quickly and moved on very quickly. So he's done and dusted.
Have you ever been with a guy who's secure with you dancing?
Every guy I date has to be.
You really check that before?
Yeah, yeah. Well, the current guy I'm seeing doesn't know that I'm dancing at the moment, but he knows I did dance in the past.
Really?
Yeah, but I think if I told him I was, he would be taken aback, but he wouldn't have an issue.
So there's a lot of girls who probably deal with this with their boyfriend and they want to dance and make some money. I don't want a man who isn't comfortable with me doing this, because to me that's a sign of security and you trust me straight off the bat. But how would you go about to a guy who's maybe apprehensive but putting that trust in them that, look, I'm here to do the game and get some money from the game. We have rules, we have policies, but how would you get a guy to get on board with it?
So in the past, I do not do the convincing.
Okay.
I just say, you know the type of person I am.
Yeah.
You know my character.
Yeah.
And you know my boundaries, because I have boundaries in general.
Yeah.
And this is what I do. And if you like me, you have to deal with it. And that's it. And it works.
Because you can't change people.
You cannot change people. I'm not going to convince you. If I have to convince you, you're just not the one.
I don't want to judge people who aren't okay with a girl's dancing, but it's kind of a bit of a whore complex.
I mean, it's a choice. If you like, you don't have to be okay with it. but then you don't have to be with me.
But do you want to be a man who has a low opinion of strippers?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I say, my character, because I find that I have dated guys that don't understand and have just accepted it, and then over time they become the guy defending strippers because they know your character. So I just feel like you just need to leave it plain and simple and let them find out for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really good piece of advice, letting people take you for what you are.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, leave it at the side.
Yeah.
Have you been with a guy who wanted you to do a private dance for them just for him at home?
I have been offered many times.
And do you say no, not unless you got the money?
I say no, period.
No, but I meant a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course I say no. If you don't pay me, of course not. It's not free.
No, not even as a birthday treat.
I've dressed up for a guy a few times.
Okay.
But that's really for myself, not even for him. But
Okay.
because I just want to spice it up a bit.
You're good at the seduction. So I've spoken on the podcast about the girl next door vibe and the dominatrix vibe, which is basically soft sell and hard sell.
Yeah.
But you're just very seductive. I can't even describe it. You have a way, Serena.
Flattering me now.
Yeah, you do. No.
I think it's good to spice it up. Do you spice it up?
It's been a while,
Yeah.
I'm seeing Mr. Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Wow Wow.
Wow.
The thing is, it never gets to a point where I'm like, okay, this person has been long enough, so it's now an opportunity to spice it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I struggle with myself because I feel that sexual tension has to be there all the time.
Yeah.
But it isn't always there. Sometimes relationship is just being okay with each other and putting in the hard yards and not having that spicy sex all the time. Sometimes it's just showing up and doing the work, and I don't think men our age get that.
No, I agree with that actually.
I think they want it to always be like the beginning of a relationship.
And they don't put the work in.
No, because if you're easy to get, you're easy to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly. If there's any men listening, which there will be consistent. That's how you get good, consistent sex. Happy wife, happy life. It's not just a saying. It is true.
And if you dare ever think about fucking airing me, just know that's going on my celibate time.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't play games.
No.
Play games, get hurt.
Play games, get blocked.
It's so dangerous playing games with a stripper. They
Yes.
play the games day in, day out.
Yeah, we're not the ones.
You know what is the most toxic relationship combo I've ever heard about? Is basically lesbians and one's a dancer.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, a lot of them, because they can deal with men so easily.
Yeah.
But they always like have the most I love you but toxic and like
Yeah.
yes.
I just find it so interesting. I remember when a girl I used to dance with was lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
But she would make actually the most money
Yes.
at the club. And I think it's because they have that disconnect.
Detachment. Yeah.
Like they just don't care. They generally don't have that interest.
Have you ever been with a woman?
I haven't.
No, I've not. I'm not that excited.
Yeah, I don't think it's my pie.
I would never say never, but it's never cool to me. But it's shocking because a lot of women watch lesbian porn.
Yeah.
I think that's because lesbian porn offers more female pleasure.
I don't watch lesbian porn, but
What do you watch, girl?
I like 2 men on one girl. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry. I said it. I do like it. I just like the attention and like just a lot going on. It just looks very pleasurable.
So can they be doing things together? The guys?
Bombastic side eye.
I mean, all the attention on me.
Okay.
I have watched Friendly Fire, which means like the boys are kind of touchy.
Friendly fire?
Yeah.
What's friendly fire?
It means like the boys are kind of bi, but not. If
Just
that makes
like
sense.
straight boy fantasy.
Yeah, like they maybe like the balls maybe touching a little bit.
Do you feel it's easier for women to experiment with other women rather than men experiment with men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more accepted.
I think it's so
definitely-
unfair.
It is.
But I think that is a problem that is not easy to solve because it requires going to masculinity and
Yeah.
dissecting what that is, and no one really wants to do that at the moment.
I think we have to leave that to the men.
No. What's the most romantic thing someone's ever done for you?
Well, when I turned 19, I was actually dating a guy that I met from the club. Naughty. And I met him like a month before my birthday. He took me to Paris.
Really?
Yeah, his dad actually died the week before my birthday.
Oh.
And I was like, it's okay, you can cancel. And he was like, no, I want to get my mind off of it. But it probably was the worst birthday I've had. But, you know, it's a thought that counts.
Was he older or same age?
He was like 9 years older than me.
Okay, so it's not bad.
Yeah, he was hot though.
Really? Why did it end?
He had substance issues.
To me, that's a big ick, and for you, that's a big
Yeah.
ick. I feel like that's why
Yeah.
maybe we get along.
He was going through a lot at the time.
Yeah.
So it heightened it, and I just could not deal with it. We weren't on the same wavelength.
It's like doing emotional labour. You understand that's part of a relationship,
Yeah.
but when you're stripping, you do that so much.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to take it home with you.
We want soft life.
Soft life. Soft asses, soft life.
Exactly. And soft tits too.
Yeah. We all natural here.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on to dating in London.
Yeah.
Because dating in London is like no other.
It is treacherous.
Because I feel like everyone's looking for the next best thing.
Yeah.
Is that always how it's been? Because you're from London, aren't you?
It is a competition. It's a competition. It's not a good one because you keep running into the same guys over and over again. So you can't really win. You're just constantly losing.
So when you look at North London boy, East London boy, South London boy, West London boy, which one are you going for?
I would say West.
Money.
Yes, and they look good.
Do
They're
they?
well presented. And West London's quite artsy.
Someone told me to go to Notting Hill Carnival to find a nice boy.
You're going to find someone very ratchet.
No, someone told me, said, you know, the nice boys are there. It was basically this guy in the club.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you need to go to Notting Hill Carnival and you find yourself a nice Jamaican boy.
Oh, yeah, you will. But, I mean, he might ruin your life. Just
ruin other things as well.
Ruin other things as well. Well, Notting Hill is very ratchet. I love it though. I'll see you there.
Okay. You can tour guide. What happens? Does it get dirty?
Very dirty. Like
Are
everything
you
happens.
Winding on everyone.
I'm whining on everyone.
Tell the audience what a wind is, because not everyone. I didn't know what a wind was.
So a wind is when you rotate your hips, only your hips, really seductively on someone else's crotch groin area.
Okay.
That is a wine.
A wine. Okay. I thought it was a winder.
You can wind it up.
Wind it up and wind it down.
Yeah, wind it up, wind it down, wind it all around.
And some uncle in the corner's like, yeah, baby.
No, but you got to do the check at Notting Hill because when someone sees you whining, they will grab you. You got to do the over the shoulder check to see if they're good looking enough to catch the wine, because then it cock blocks you from everyone else.
But West London, I thought that's where the carnival goes on. So
Yeah.
that's why you were saying West London. Do you have like I don't believe in types, because I don't believe in putting people in, or I only like blonde or brunette, or these cookie cutter ways to define people. But do you have something you're attracted to? Not even looks and energy or something in a person.
I like a man that can bounce off of my energy
Yes.
and read the room, because many men can't read the room.
Good socially.
Yeah, good socially. But I do have really particular things from the outside.
Oh, you are a physical.
I need
tick list.
no biting the nails.
Okay, that's decency.
Nice teeth, like perfect. I like nice teeth.
Turkey teeth.
No turkey teeth. Well, if you've got turkey teeth, make them not look like they're turkey
This
teeth.
girl on Love Island called Jess, and she's like, I like turkey teeth.
Yeah, that's so. When she said that, I thought, did you mean that?
Really? Do you like that when they shave the teeth all down and then? Have you seen Katie Price with her veneer thingies? Yeah, it's not good.
I used to be a massive. Well, I love her, but I was a massive Katie Price fan growing up when I was 10.
What, when she was with like Peter Andre?
Yes, I had biographies and autobiographies and had magazines. I used to hide them under my. This is probably why I was a stripper. I loved Girls of the Playboy Mansion. I loved Girls Next Door.
It's not age appropriate. I was still
know.
doing Hannah Montana at this age.
I was doing a bit of both, going back and forth.
So you liked her ITV2 shows?
Yeah.
Like Katie Price, My Life, or
Yeah, I used to watch all of them.
do you watch The Mucky Mansion now?
Yeah, I do sometimes when I've got time for it. But I mean, she's
an icon.
She is an icon.
We love you, Katie.
We
I'd
do
love
love
Katie
you.
Price to come on the podcast.
Oh, she would be wicked.
I just never knew you would be into her at age 10.
I loved all things taboo at 10 because I was a church girl.
I think when you take things away from people and just try and put them into a life of innocence and virtue, it often works in the other
opposite
direction.
way. Yeah. I was obsessed with glamour girls. I loved Coco, Ice-T's wife. Do you know her?
Yeah.
I loved her.
Coco. Oh, she was fun.
Yeah, lovely. I loved Kendra Wilkinson.
Yes.
She's a good time.
Oh, who else was like big back then? Holly Madison.
Oh, loved her.
Yeah. Pammy. Come on, Pammy.
I watched a documentary on Netflix. What's her name?
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah.
I've just started that. Is it good?
Yeah. No, I love her and I think she was really hot.
Well, there's almost like a group of... You see it a lot with the Britney Spears, Pamela Anderson and Anna Nicole Smith. And there's almost like a blonde thing of airhead that we can pump up. And then like when they have a human moment, we can capitalise and bring them down, which is so horrible.
It is, that's so true. But the thing is with these women, they're actually smart, but they're in shit situations.
Can you imagine, being that tormented by the press like Britney Spears was, that she just had a mental breakdown and shaved her head?
That was wild. I can't imagine.
I couldn't pull it off the way she did.
Yeah, I know. She did a good job and she released some absolute bangers after.
Oh my gosh, literal strip club anthem.
Yeah.
Give me more.
Give Me More was a banger.
Give me more.
I loved the hole in the stockings.
Like,
Britney.
when we were like fucking 12, just like dancing around like, give me more.
Yeah, hoovering with my Henry Hoover, volume on 100. Dancing around the house.
What is your strip song?
I would say is If You See Me. I used to dance to that when I first started. And I have a ratchet one called Bankrupt by Cuban Doll.
Oh.
Yeah, those are my two stripper songs. Bankrupt is to get me in the mood.
I feel like I'd want to see a proper ratchet performance from you.
I need to take you back 7 years ago.
To
go on stage drunk.
To Notting Hill Carnival.
Oh yeah, you'll see that this year.
Okay.
Let's go together.
A little wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of wine.
Wine. So West London is where you pick your man.
Where would you pick your man? Would he be from London?
No, he wouldn't be from England.
Oh.
I like accents will get me. That's what gets me horny and wet and makes me want to drag my pussy in the carpet. But I love an Australian or a South African accent.
Oh really? I'm shocked by that.
Why?
Because I feel like they're the closest to us. As in they sound most like us out of all accents. I thought you'd go down to like French or Italian.
Well, no, because I lived in France and I grew up around quite a few French people.
They don't tickle your fancy.
In the club, French people aren't attracted to me. I go to where the people want me.
Yeah.
And my customers are always the South African or the Australians or, anything kind of like that. I do well with or Americans. But Southern Europeans, I don't do well with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They require a lot more.
Yeah. It's a very kind of curated type of beauty
and
stuff. But also like American people are some of the most entitled customers I've ever met.
I don't bother. When I hear the accent, I go the other way. They don't like me.
They kind of like come in sometimes with this attitude. Not all of them, because I know some of the people listening to this podcast will be American dancers, but they'll be like, I'll give you like fucking $300 if you show me what you got.
Yeah, and I hate that.
This isn't Step Up.
I've got a routine, honey. You're going to take what I give you.
I'm not auditioning for a dance.
Or when they tell you what to do with your stage.
Literally.
I used to get that all the time. Can you do tricks? If you do tricks, I throw $500 on the stage. And I'm like, I can, but like, I feel like you're bossing me about, so I don't want to now.
Before we came here, we walked past this park and basically there was a pole and Serena was trying to teach me. I've climbed the pole a few times, but I'm not very good at it. So she was trying to teach me how to climb a pole.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful because we weren't dressed appropriately.
And we were dressed too appropriately. So it was inappropriate. And there was an old man watching us getting a free show.
But we will get a studio.
We should do a stream from the studio.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the dating. Do you watch Love Island at the moment? Right. There's someone who gives me anxiety on that show. But who do you think it is?
Why are they giving you anxiety?
Just because it's the worst type of boy you could meet.
I feel like you're going to say Tyreek.
Yes.
He is the worst, but I love him.
He's the best looking though.
I really like him because he's honest. He's toxic and honest. I appreciate that. Because you know what you're dealing with.
The thing is about Tyreek is he's the literal type of person to give me anxiety because even if he doesn't particularly fancy you, he's going to make you feel so fucking special, like he does fancy you and he flirts with you.
He has that twinkle in his eye.
Because he can't help himself.
Yeah.
That's not the type of man you need.
But he's the type to cheat on you and tell you.
And if the girl's dumb, she'll be like, okay.
Exactly, but he gives you the choice. I think the worst for me is Sammy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Tyreek, I take that back. Sammy, the worst.
I hate Sammy.
Sammy is literally
I hate you, sorry. I
the
don't
most
like you.
blandest slice of bread with nothing on it.
Yeah. He's my worst nightmare.
Literally. In the club, this is an audio experience, so you can't see what I'm doing, but he'll get his gun fingers out and go, hey.
Little skank.
Yeah. Sideways. Stop. What, side to side?
Yeah, little skank. Little shuffle.
And he has his glasses and the chains on the glasses.
He looks like the type of
Wayne Lineker, Ocean Beach. Yes.
I met Wayne Lineker actually.
No.
He looks like a Ken doll.
Does he?
In person, yeah, he looks like a Ken doll.
Do you think he's doing some Botox?
I think he's doing a lot of Botox.
So what? How did you meet old Wayne?
At Ocean Beach, because my friend used to work there.
And you didn't see Sammy from Love Island?
No, unfortunately not. I'll probably pass him. I wear glasses. Probably was there.
He likes dark brunettes, so maybe.
Yeah, I kind of fit the criteria. Oh my
So you
God.
met Wayne?
Yeah, he's really nice. Very brief though. He's a busy man, but he literally is a Ken doll.
Because he's so primed and primed.
Very tanned, perfect teeth, very muscular.
Would you go on a date with Wayne Lineker?
No.
I'd fancy going on a date with Gary Lineker because then I can be married to a crisp magnet.
I don't know what he looks like.
Gary Lineker is the more famous one.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the presenter of Match of the Day.
That's his brother.
I don't know if
They
they
don't
get on. His Gary Lineker's son runs a lot about in West London, so you might pick him up and not.
I hope I bump into you, Mr. Winneker.
I think he's least likely to go to Notting Hill Carnival.
Well, where are we going to find him?
I think if you whined on him, he'd ejaculate his pants. Literally.
Have you had that in the club?
No.
I've danced with a guy and he's cummed his pants before. in the summer and it came out his shorts. I had a guy piss himself and shit himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you clean it up? Do you have to clean up?
No. I would not do that.
Who cleans up?
We had a cleaner.
But obviously it's mid-shift, so someone's going to go there after.
Yeah. No, the cleaner's on job. Cleaner / barber. I don't know if he should be touching the glasses, but no, I've had a guy actually shit himself.
From excitement?
Yeah, some excitement, too much Budweiser.
What were you doing to him?
Shaking the batty. I was just turned around and just smelt something. I thought, is that you?
You would say it like that, wouldn't you? Go, is that you?
Yeah, I was like, you need to get out. You need to leave.
Sammy would be the type of person to say I've paid for a dance, even though I shit my pants, I'm going to continue and get the dance.
He's the type of person to offer you a drink but say you can only have a single.
I mean, we're being so horrible to him, but he's not being nice to Jess.
Yeah.
He's literally doing that thing of like, let me have time.
I don't think he likes Jess.
I don't think he fancies her, and I think I could never be with a man who is not attracted to me.
Yeah.
People are attracted to you every night, so why would you spend? I wish girls could have that though, where they have an experience of working as a stripper and they feel what it's like to be admired by so many different people, so they don't hang on to that feeling of chasing a guy who is a maybe.
Yeah. Do you remember your first shift?
Yes.
How did you feel?
I've gone into it a bit in the past, but I felt very nervous, but not scared.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I remember my first dance.
Yeah, you can never forget that.
Yeah. My first shift, I was just sat in the corner thinking, what the fuck am I doing here?
Get me out.
Yeah. I was on stage like looking at the ceiling for the whole song.
What was it, like a chair or something?
On the stage?
Yeah. How were you looking at the ceiling?
No, I was looking above me.
You were just
I was not looking at the men.
stood on the stage waiting to be abducted by aliens.
I literally was so shy. It was embarrassing. And on my first dance, the customer had to tell me what to do. That's how scared I was. I was rushing through it. I like tripped over my knickers, sweating. And he's like, slow down. It's more sexy. And I was like, I'm sorry, you're my first dance.
What did he give you?
He gave me 40 quid.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was like, you just need to slow down a little bit, darling.
Did you feel like a millionaire after?
Yeah, I felt really good actually. I went to go tell my sister. I texted her. I was like, I just had a £40 dance. Hopefully the night continues this way. And then I went back into my corner.
Get back into hiding.
Yeah.
Was he tripped over your knickers?
Yeah.
And what was he like directing you on how to...
Throughout the whole dance.
What was he like?
He was like middle-aged. He was really nice though.
Okay.
He was really sweet because I feel like other guys would have just said, I don't want the dance.
That's where the love affair happened,
Yeah.
of the middle-aged.
Yeah,
Rich
exactly.
guy.
I think they like me because they think I'm submissive and sweet.
Do you want to know the most brutal thing I've ever seen in a strip club?
Tell me.
Girl got paid to do a floor dance.
Yeah.
Got paid to put her clothes back on and stop doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been paid to leave someone alone.
No, but she's not. This woman was, we're going to call her Spider. My friends know who she is because she moved like a spider. And you know what? She was out there having fun, but her moves were not...
They weren't giving.
It was like she was possessed by like a fucking vibrator on cocaine.
Oh no. Yeah.
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 Very long-limbed and like involuntary. And basically I felt bad because the customer just went, no, stop.
Did he still pay her?
He paid her to stop.
Wow.
That would hurt my ego. I couldn't come
Yeah.
in for a week if someone did that to me.
I've had someone pay me to leave them alone. They didn't like me, but I was just so persistent.
Well, yeah, of course, everyone, you need to get paid if you're going to leave them alone.
Yeah, I was like, if you want me to leave you alone, I need a tip. Because it's dry.
Because if you've invested so much time,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, to summer up, dating in London, go to West London.
Go to West London.
Go to a nice casino. You're a fan of the casinos, aren't you?
I love a casino.
What do you do in the casinos?
I'm a very naughty girl. Well, there's a reason why I go to the casino from hustlers' point of view.
Okay.
I just feel like the type of guys that go there are the type that like young women and are quite free of their money.
Because they gamble.
Because they gamble and they like to gamble on different types of things. Women, shopping.
Yep.
If you're looking for sugar daddy, the casino's a good place.
Sugar daddies, I've discussed this with Esme, who you met at the club.
Yeah.
Finding a really good sugar daddy is very hard because so many of them, what they want is
They
not
want
a sugar.
escorts.
Yeah. Friendly escorts, that's what they want.
Well, my current sugar daddy, I met in a club. He eventually thinks he will sleep with me. Because I've just told him when I'm ready. And I've told him, I really like you, I want to get to know you. So eventually he'll get tired of me, but that's the way I go about it.
Yeah. You know what? You should milk him for all you can.
Yeah, I do like his company, but you can't pay for sex when it's with me.
No.
I'll have sex because I want to.
Fair enough to those women out there who do that. Like, I hope some of you are listening. But for me, just based off my experiences, is not what's on offer for me.
Yeah.
So when a guy tries and like touches me in a VIP or a private dance, I just tell them, oh, well, if you're looking for prostitution, it's not going to be in here. And they say, oh, but this isn't prostitution. I said, if you're touching me and there's an exchange for money in an intimate area, that's fucking prostitution.
Yeah.
So get the fuck out.
And you will find someone that is happy to do that.
Yeah. But it's clearly on the walls. This is a strip club. Anything you think that you're going to get down there is what you think. It's not in the rules.
Yeah.
And it's also the most disgusting part is that there's no consent.
That's very true.
Because also in America, they're more full on where they'll grind on them and yeah. But that's consented.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, on to some funner things. Okay, are you ready to play a game, Serena?
Right. I'm very ready.
Okay. So obviously we know you have a lot of suitors. Are you familiar with the dating lingo?
Think so. I don't know.
I'm going to say some dating lingo and you're going to tell me what the term means.
Okay.
So we'll do the first one and we'll see if you can get it.
Okay.
So these are all official terms. They're off Urban Dictionary.
I'm scared now.
Tell me if you know what the lingo is and if you've partaken or done this to someone. Okay. Zombieing.
Is it sexual?
No.
Is it dating?
Yeah, it's all dating lingo. So, zombieing, this happens after someone ghosts you, and then they decide to start talking to you again as if nothing ever happened. It's like coming back from the dead.
Oh, so I got half a point.
No.
Okay, zombie, and I have done that to someone.
Why?
Because I'm a bad person.
Because I was bored.
Yeah, I was bored, and I'm very sorry. I do it a lot.
A sneaky link.
Yeah.
What is it?
A sneaky link is when you are seeing someone / sleeping with someone under the radar.
Okay, yes, correct. That refers to someone you're seeing or hooking up with in secret. Airing.
Yeah. Ignoring.
Yeah, purposely ignoring messages, known as blanking or left unread. Negging.
Negging.
Yeah, negging happens a lot in the strip club.
Between who? Girls or girls and customer? Negging.
It's dating, so romantic thing.
Flirting.
Kind of. Negging is insulting a potential date with a backhanded compliment to undermine their confidence. Have you negged?
Only if you're my man.
Or have you been negged?
Yes, but I don't like that. Don't do that to me.
You set her boundary very quickly there.
Yeah.
No. What? Who would neg you? Who would have the audacity?
I mean, someone that doesn't like me and wants to be blocked.
Blocked, deleted, and mine.
I can give it, but I can't take it.
Okay, fine. Breadcrumbing.
Dating someone that's dated someone you know.
No, it's similar to benching someone. So leading someone on by sending them enough messages to keep them on the hook, but never with the intention of progressing it further, often used as a tool to give them a ego boost. So just someone you keep there to make you feel good.
No, I don't do that.
I feel good all the time.
Yeah.
Use the wand.
Yeah. The wand. The cheeky wand.
Do a wine. Wand or a wine. So if something's a breezer.
Oh, is that someone that's a quickie? Is that a quickie?
A breezer, easy, relaxed approach to dating while remaining upfront and honest.
I'm too sexual. My mind is in the gutters.
It is.
A breezer?
Yeah.
Say it again. What is it?
Oh, I've met this guy and it's just kind of a breezer.
No, I've not heard that before.
Easy and relaxed approach to dating while remaining upfront and honest with the person or the group of people they're seeing. So everyone's in the loop. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Communication.
Key.
You'll know this one. Cuffing.
Cuffing? Yeah, making something official.
No.
Cuffing?
Cuffing.
Well, that's what it means to me, to cuff someone.
Well, to me, it means putting the handcuffs on them.
Oh, to me, it means when you make it official in a relationship.
Well, to Urban Dictionary, it's a relationship that starts in autumn and ends in spring. A relationship for the colder seasons.
Oh.
And then the opposite is freckling, because it happens in the warmer seasons, like freckles. Freckling.
Guys, I'm adding this into my vocab. I need this list sent to me.
I'll send it over. Freckling, like, it's when the heat's coming, you know.
Yeah.
Are you freckling at the moment?
Yeah, I am freckling.
What's a city gal?
A girl that is outside, likes a good time. She likes to party, and she's just having a good time.
Yeah, that's a city gal. Love bombing, I think you know what that is.
You know what love bombing is.
Yeah, sudden shower of attention and affection, followed by a short period of ghosting. Cushioning.
No.
Okay.
What is cushioning?
Cushioning, keeping someone around in case things don't work out with their partner.
Oh.
Someone to help the cushion the blow if they were to break up.
Oh, I used to do that when I was younger.
Like a little extra supply.
Yeah. Like the second boyfriend that's just there.
Gal.
Yeah, I'm an adult now, so I've stopped doing that.
Sorry, I'm drinking a cider as we go. Riz, we know what a Riz is. You know.
Riz me up, baby.
Would you say you got good Riz?
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm really attracted to you, yes. But I can't riz you up if just for the fun of it. I can't.
I feel like I can.
You've got excellent riz.
Sometimes I feel like I don't, but like when I'm on form, I do.
Yeah. She's on form 99.9% of the time.
I find it easier to riz people I don't fancy, but when I fancy someone, I can't riz them.
Oh, I riz when I love the man, practically. You know, if I attract to you, I basically love you.
What is that your like love language? Just being all in and like.
My love language is acts of service, affection, and gift giving.
Okay, you like to give the gift.
Both. Give and receive.
Because sometimes you can have a love language towards someone, but you don't like the reciprocation of it. No, you want the gifts.
I need the gifts. I need the gifts. I need the hugs and acts of service. I love.
What would you do if he bought you a Pandora ring?
I'd accept it, and I would tell him where to go next time. It's the thought that counts, but
No,
next
you
time I'll tell you where to
wouldn't.
go.
You would throw it back at his face.
Oh, I've had gifts that I've thrown back in their face, but I mean,
You would throw the ring at his eye and say, "Look, that's going to be your cock ring."
no, I would accept it, and I would tell him, let's go get another one. You know, the more the
Cartier.
merrier.
Cartier, Harry
Yeah.
Winston.
I accept it. Thought that counts. You're going the right direction, just not quite there yet.
Okay, orbiting.
Is that dating multiple people? Spinning the block is what I call it, I think.
No, it's similar to ghosting as all direct communication has been cut off and you continue to engage on the socials, liking pictures. So they're still in your orbit, but you're just not having that direct communication.
Oh, wow.
Have you been orbited? Your face looks shocked.
No, I'm just shocked that I don't know so many of these.
I never trust a guy who orbits. Why do you want me around?
No,
Pink flags.
not quite red flags.
Yep. Beige flags. Very clear signs that someone's boring.
Yeah.
If you're too focused on the parallel parking, that's a beige flag. DTR. If I said, let's DTR.
Let's date, drink, dance.
It stands for define the relationship.
Guys, what planet am I living on?
I don't know.
I don't know any of these, and I thought I'd be good.
Isn't it interesting that I know them more than you? I have more source than
She
Serena.
has a lot more source, guys, I told you.
Urban Dictionary has more source. DTR is basically we're in the talking phase. Let's define the relationship. Pocketing. No, it's not stealing. Pocketing a new partner means
Oh, to get into a new relationship?
it means that you're completely separating them from the elements of life of such as their family and friends, and you're stashing them away.
Oh, wow. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. What's some urban slangs?
Well, I'm going to bring it back to cuff in urban slang. Well, this is Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary, you're wrong, hun. Cuff someone is to make it official. If a guy's just asked you to be his girlfriend, he talks to his friends, he might be like, yeah, I cuffed her. And no, congratulations, she's your girlfriend.
Oh.
We're joint
Okay.
together. What about, oh, I don't use these words. Okay. When someone calls you slime.
Slime? What's slime?
It's like when they call you their best friend. I don't know why.
Because they're like, you're sticking to them like
Yeah.
slime.
Yeah, slime. So a guy can be like, yeah, I really like her. Like, she's just my slime.
Slime.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cute.
It is cute, right?
Slime. I mean, maybe to someone not in the urban community, they wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't think like Karen from Middlesbrough, who's 40, would want to be called slime.
It's something I had to get my head around.
What is a rude boy?
A rude boy is just like a bad boy.
Bad boy.
A bad boy is a rude boy. Got something about him, got some edge to him.
Okay. And a
Yeah.
yardie?
Is a Caribbean man.
Okay.
Like a really traditional Caribbean man.
Okay. Hi, yardie.
Hello, Yardie.
Want a wine?
Wagwan, Yardie.
Do you charge for your wines at Notting Hill?
We should actually.
I think we'll get more if we just charge them more like £30 a pop and just pump them.
Yeah.
You know.
Bring a card machine. You can order card machine online.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
I think we should.
I think we should.
Wine in stand.
Wine and Amex.
American Express. Trying to think of other words I've always wanted to know.
I remember growing up when guys used to come up to me and say, yo, my size. And I would just look at them and think, we're not the same size. But that actually means you're the perfect size for me. No one says that anymore.
Oh, you're like my size.
Yeah. But I just would look at our feet. Are you trying to say I have big feet?
Do you have a foot fetish?
No. Do you?
No. Hand, but not foot.
I have things that I like in like...
You
the
have a
act.
fetish. Tell us.
No, I think I just like cream pies.
That's shocking for me.
Is it?
So messy.
I love it. I feel like you're giving me something, not a child, because I don't want that. But
That's my fetish.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a man impregnating me, but I
Oh.
don't want to have the baby.
Yeah, maybe that's kind of what I've got. But I just like the fact that
So I just fake it with a condom. But you like the idea of a man putting...
I just like the fact that he's. I feel like it's like submissive. Like it's like It feels like I've just taken something from you. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's all about on Pornhub.
I just think it's great. Athletes are not meant to have sex for 2 days before they perform.
I've heard it was longer
Maybe longer.
for men because it's testosterone
Yeah,
based.
exactly. So they're literally giving you something.
Testosterone is actually a crazy hormone. If you think about it, a whole business runs on testosterone.
Yeah,
The way a man gets turned on, it's like a kettle. You're boiling them to a certain point.
yeah.
To a woman, it's very much like catching a wave.
That's very true. It's quite easy if I like you. I'm a horny person.
Horny person.
I'm a horny person if I like you. But I get turned off by disappointment.
Okay. So how would... Say there's like a nice little man listening to this called
Yeah. Hi.
Ranjit.
How would he riz me?
Yeah, how would he catch your wave?
I just think he would have to be really flirty and affectionate
Mm-hmm.
and look in my eyes and pay attention to what I'm saying and do all my love languages. That's enough.
Do you like it when like a man claims you?
No, I'm a private person.
No, but like say, that's my woman over there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by
I
claim.
had a guy like that before and it did turn me off.
Mm.
Because maybe it's just because of the guy, actually. Because he would make it an aggression thing. You know when you're a hot gal and you're outside, you
Yeah.
get a lot of stares and he would just want to fight everyone.
Oh my god, no, that's it.
It was an ick. And I would just be like, just appreciate that people are appreciating me.
There's two like just not attractive things in life. There's the one who wants to start a fight with everyone on the street who stares at their woman.
Yeah.
And there's also the guy who, whenever there's a fight outside of a club, wants to be the one to separate the fight and get in the middle, and
Yeah.
that's it.
That's another ick.
It's always a white man, isn't it? He wants to
Yeah.
like separate it.
Yeah. The star of the show.
Have you ever had men fight over you? I've had it in a club where two customers are fought.
Not in the club. In my real life-ish. Not fight, but almost.
It does turn me on a bit.
Does. But the guy that I wanted to win wasn't winning. So
No, like Whitney out of Love Island.
Yeah.
If you don't score, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly. The guy I wanted was not scoring. He kept hitting the post. So yeah, it wasn't giving. I had to stop it before I completely gave myself the ick.
Oh, there's nothing
No.
more. I hate using the word ick, but there's nothing more ick than a man promising to deliver and just laying it out and doesn't deliver. I'd rather have a flaccid penis than that.
Yeah. I hate broken promises.
Obviously, who loves them?
No, but I mean, like, don't say you're going to do something and not do it. Even if it means you're going to take the bins out. That's an ick. I'm quite strict.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, very dummy.
Yeah, I am.
So, are you kind of more when you want to separate from someone? Do you communicate that, or do you just end it and leave?
No, I communicate, but I might not give you reasons. But I will tell if you ask me, then yeah. But I might just say like, this isn't working for me.
Bye.
Yeah. I don't believe in closure.
Not you just telling him to take out of the bins, and then he doesn't take out the bins, and then you just walk out the door and
See you
never come
later.
back.
You're blocked.
What do you have to do to get a block from Serena?
Not listen to me. I'm submissive, but I'm not completely submissive. So when I say something, I really mean it. So I take it personally.
So you take everything at face value.
Yeah, I take things very personally if it's not done, because I don't complain about a lot and I don't say a lot. But if I say something, that means I mean it. So you have to respect what I say. And if you don't, see you later.
Of course, someone's going to need more help more than the other person at one point. A relationship is give and take, give and take. It frustrates me.
Yeah, it is give and take. I think it has to be a good balance. And I think it takes a very specific man to date me, but I'm not sure what kind of specific yet, because I've dated both sides of the spectrum.
Who do you want to win Love Island? Whitney on her own?
Whitney, yeah, she's my favourite islander.
Ever. Me too.
Yeah,
She's a girl.
she's a girl. I love her. I feel like she would fit in
in a
with-
strip club.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's giving me stripper energy.
She is. She's a main character.
Massive.
Her face card.
Yeah, never declines.
Catherine has...
I don't like Catherine.
Her face card is still good.
Her face card is good, but I'm not loving Catherine right now, so she can go home if she'd like.
Yeah.
I like Ella. Ella doesn't give good advice. She doesn't make correct decisions, but I like her because she's honest.
She's on... Yeah, she's very upfront.
Yeah, and she does what she thinks is right, which means she has good intentions. I can deal with.
Yes. But I feel this year the girls are just horrible at giving each other advice.
Horrible. It's like treacherous advice. Horrible.
Bombastic.
Bombastic. I'm like, I wish I was there so I could shake you right now.
What did you think of Maddie? Maddie would have loved you, I feel.
I didn't like Mehdi.
Yeah, but if Maddie was in the strip club, he would have had a bit of you, darling.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you know who I think would have had a bit of me?
Zach.
I think Zach and actually Sammy.
Okay, yeah.
Sammy reminds me of like the punters from Essex. Like coming like, oh my gosh, never dated a black girl before. You know what? Fuck it. I watch a bit of Ebony porn. Let's go for a dance. That's the type of shit they say to me.
Ew.
He's giving me that. I can't lie.
Sammy is a walking ick.
Yeah.
Like,
Mitch would probably pay as well, actually.
I think Mitch is actually a sweetie, but he's
Yeah.
just a bit misunderstood.
I really like Mitch.
He's a nice Sheffield boy.
Yeah.
His heart's in the good
It
place.
is. I don't want him to leave. I really like him. He can stay.
But every time he meets a new woman who looks completely different, he goes, you're my type. You're my exact type to a T. And then when she leaves him or decides to explore someone else, he goes, just don't close your heart off. Don't close it. You know, I feel like Mitch would be the easiest one to get a dance from.
Yeah. He doesn't say no.
No, he doesn't. I like a man who wasn't very selective.
Yeah.
I just start up going to customers now in the club and going, am I part of your selection tonight?
Well, that's cute. I'm like, nick that.
And then they'll say, well, I don't want a selection box. I just want the whole bag of Maltesers, sweetheart.
I find that when I approach guys,
Riz.
oh yeah, some riz for you. When you're like whispering in their ear and like stroking their neck, you're guaranteed a dance.
Yes, because you're being suggestive and passive.
Yeah, you could be saying anything.
Yeah.
I learned that from a good friend.
Because it's low risk,
Yeah.
but you will get something from it. But doing the madness of the dominatrix thing, high risk, but high reward.
Have you done work?
No, but I market myself out that way in the club because I like people to be scared of me in terms of customers. I've made people do dumb things in the club.
Yeah.
Like I made a guy crawl around on the floor like a dog and woof.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have as well.
Yeah, everyone. Come on, that everyone does that. Anyway, I've actually come up with some stripper lingo, some Heidi language, but there's not that many.
Okay.
So, roaching. That girl's roaching on me.
Oh yeah, is she trying to rub up on all your customers or?
I'm with a customer and she's what we said before. Oh my God, hi babe, who's this? You're not my friend, I don't know you.
Yeah, stop roaching.
Even with my friends, I always go like that to see if it's okay.
Yeah.
And if they go like that, I walk away.
Yeah.
You know.
I always approach. Is it okay if I ask your customer for a drink? Is it okay if I join you guys?
Or just say, have you been paid yet?
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I'm quite free until I've got my first chunk of money. No, sorry.
Yeah.
And then there's sneak approaching. That's basically a soft roach.
Acting as if they're not there to steal your customer.
Like, oh yeah, I danced for you 7 years ago. It's my customer.
Do you know what? To add to that, we need a lingo for this. When a girl comes over acting like she's talking to you, and then somehow it ends up she's sat with you and the customer. Have you had that? What are we calling that?
Yes, it is a type of sneak roaching.
Yeah,
but
sneak roach.
it's more of a disingenuous approach.
I get that a lot.
Because you don't want drama.
But I do say go away.
But you can notice them doing that because they always smile at the customer for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Extras.
We know what that means.
Extras. Have you ever seen anyone get fired for extras?
No, but I've seen people do extras.
Really?
But no one snitches, that's the thing. Because no one likes to fuck each other's... Like, no one really wants to fuck up someone else's money.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. I know a girl that got fired for doing extras.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't actually... No, let me take that back. It wasn't extras. It was just not following the rules.
Okay.
And not letting touching happen. Like,
getting a bit too close.
caressing.
Yeah. Because people say, oh, well, the nipple suck isn't an extra. That's an extra, babe.
Yeah.
Some girls are like deluded in what they think an extra is and what an extra isn't. But do not do something where it's going to either fuck up another girl's money, make the club lose its license, make people fucking hate strippers more, or...
And you're sending the wrong message because now that customer's going to keep coming back expecting that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We sometimes owe it ourselves to like pull each other up on certain stuff.
Yeah. I do pull girls up on things.
Yeah.
Rather than go to management because you don't know their home situation. I don't really like fucking up girls' money.
No.
Some girls are just really desperate.
But extras, no thank you. A show pony. Do you know what that is?
A show pony. Can I have a clue?
It's a type of girl in a club.
Is she glamorous?
She's the girl who's getting dances with everyone. Just that woman who is literally on job. We have a show pony at where we used to work.
Yeah, we do have a show pony there.
And she's really nice, actually.
Yeah, she is nice.
Yeah.
Best friends of one of the show ponies from my last club. There's a few show ponies, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like show ponies are the combination of how you look and years of experience.
Yeah.
Some nights you are the show pony.
And you know there can be multiple show ponies. Sometimes it goes in like waves.
Yeah.
So they have their dry period and then there's a new show pony. Like you can be a bit of a show pony sometimes.
Well, you can too.
She hasn't seen me in my best form.
When we come together. It's a fucking dressage, baby.
Yeah.
But also, a show pony is a show pony 24/7. When they get rejected from a dance, they're kind of like...
On to the next one.
They go on to the next one, but they're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand.
And usually that guy comes back around that rejects them anyways.
Yeah. A show pony never goes hungry.
Yeah.
Our last one, a whale. I've caught a whale tonight.
Oh, big load of money.
Yeah, he's a whale. It doesn't have to be big in stature, just big with his finances.
Yeah, like a big fish.
Have you ever sold your knickers?
Yeah, my knickers, my stockings.
How much do you...
I think my stockings I did like £50 nicely, and my knickers like 250 because it's my knickers and it's got my juice on it. It's got my juice on it. But I stopped doing that because I don't know what you're doing with it. It's my DNA.
What you think?
My knickers.
Gonna steal your DNA and like recreate
I don't know what you're
you?
doing with it. Make a voodoo doll or something.
Do you
I'll give
believe?
you a sock.
What did they call that? Jaja.
Juju.
Juju.
Yeah.
What is juju?
It's a type of witchcraft.
Okay. Juju. With your pussy juice.
Yeah. Imagine. I don't know. I'm quite superstitious now as I've gotten older.
Oh gosh, there's definitely some girls who've got a juju doll of me somewhere in a club.
I've had a guy steal my knickers once. I had to run across the club butt naked. Well, I had my bra on, but it looked a bit weird. Like bottom half was. I was literally running to the door, like practically on the street with my ass out. Like, he's got my knickers, security.
Oh my god. Security can sometimes be so jokes. Like, I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah. I love it when they get themselves into drama and then they come back and slag off customers that we've been slagging off.
Yeah, it's like we bond.
Yeah, bonding.
So I always try and end on this note of, you know, what do you think we can do to improve the stripping industry as a whole and maybe turn interpretations into more positive ones? So what do you think something we could do?
More representation, like what you're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good because not everyone that's listening will be a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people, I know people say this all the time, but they don't realise that we're normal, real people. So when they come into the club, it's a lot of performance. Do you know what I mean? So they don't get to understand boundaries, and not even just boundaries, but just we're just normal people. They have an expectation, and I feel like people just need to be more, you know, clued up and just know. It's quite hard for people to be open about it because some people like it to be private. So it's hard to have that representation.
The message I get from that is for people to have more compassion.
Yeah, compassion. Yeah.
Because there's people who consume this type of industry, and I would like to say a large majority of the people who consume it are actually probably half decent people.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely problems, but obviously the man you're married to, the sons you're raised,
Yeah.
you know, your brothers,
All these things matter.
cousins, they're there consuming it.
Yeah.
Even some women consume it as well. So I wish sometimes women wouldn't be too harsh on other women who are strippers.
Yeah.
They say it's easy.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate when people say it's easy money.
It's not.
It's not easy money. It's hard work.
Yeah.
You can't enter a strip club in a bad mood.
No, you can't.
You have to enter a different persona. You're like a completely different person sometimes, and you cannot bring your outside world in.
And a lot of people who have an opinion have never stepped foot in a strip club.
No. There's a lot of girls that come and do one shift and say it's not for them because it's hard work. They think you see it all the time. There's girls that come in and they're like, I've never danced before, and then at the end of the night they just say it's not for me and they leave. I've seen that so many times.
It probably leads on to the thing of like beauty is an excellent thing to have in a strip club, but it's not everything.
Yeah, it's not.
Even sometimes I can be catty, but girls who go, she's not even that pretty, why is she getting money?
Yeah.
It's because she's got a personality and she can bond with the customer better than you.
Yeah.
What's something that you think the industry does well?
Protect the girls. I think there's good rules set in place for us.
Yeah.
We've got communities
Yep.
that we could work on, but they're there.
And we're fighting for them.
Yeah, and we're fighting for them, but they exist. And just our freedom, actually.
The sisterhood you said earlier.
Yeah, and sisterhood, which is massive for me.
Yeah.
Like, I need to find a club that I enjoy and I like the girls to make money.
Because when you're all in the know and you know how one another works, everyone in turn makes money and it makes it a nicer environment. Because you're all there for the money. You're not there to be friends.
Exactly.
But if you can get a genuine friend out of stripping, I would say that it's so genuine for life, you know.
It is genuine for life.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're working with women that literally see you naked 5 days a week, there's nothing you can hide. You get genuine friendships.
Literally. And I've learned all types of vaginas look different.
Yeah.
I told you earlier about the story of when I was younger. I went to a doctor and I thought my vagina looked a bit weird when I was 14 years old. But working in the strip club was the biggest therapy of knowing how
Yeah, that's so true.
everyone's vagina looks
Different.
unique and different. Everyone's boobs looks different.
That's actually a great thing. So I think stripping has boosted confidence.
And made me feel secure about my nipples and vagina.
Yeah, and my areola.
Areola.
Yeah.
Is that not a name?
No, my areola.
Oh,
on
the nipple, yeah.
I used to be very insecure about my areola.
You have nice areolas.
I just feel like that areola is of a woman that's had kids, which isn't a problem, but I don't have any. So I get customers that ask me if I have children, and I'm like, no.
Well, no, I think they look perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Your walks up and down the stairs to the VIP room make them look fine.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. But I've actually had guys that like it because it's unique, but I've met girls with the same thing, boost of confidence.
Well, it's been a joy to have you on here today.
Thanks for having me.
You've gone very shy girl now.
Yeah, because we're wrapping it up. I feel like I'm leaving my alter ego now.
Okay.
My alter ego. I'm going back to the girl from North London.
About to meet her boy from West London, Sammy
Yeah.
from West London. No, Sammy's from Essex. That's a lie.
Is he actually from Essex?
Yeah.
Oh, so
He's a project manager from Essex.
he gives what he is.
And on that note, sorry, Sammy. Big thank you to Serena, who's been on the podcast today. Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you, Heidi.
And do you have any links you want people to know you by?
Not at the moment.
But if you would like to get in touch with Serena and maybe book in a session with her where she works, you can speak to me and I'll speak to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
private parties and stag days.
But no
Joking.
touching.
Yeah, no touching.
Lots of love. Bye, guys.
Bye.
If you want to follow any of the socials related to Sexonomic, feel free to look at the link info in the bio.